I got to ask, until today, I wasn't clear whether Hyperloop was an actual possibility or just a pipe dream. It seems like a lot of people are still skeptical that it can ever happen. Do you have all the realistic components to genuinely make this work?
Yes, of course. So we finished our feasibility study end of last year. Right after, basically, we went ahead and so there's different solutions you can tackle certain problems, and so we did the final decisions and moved forward and announced actually that we're going to be starting to build in Quay Valley, Kings County, so in the Central Valley of California, as the first demonstration track, and we're in the permitting process right now. Construction is supposed to start beginning of next year.
So we heard earlier, I think I read in Wired actually, Erlikon Leibold, an executive there, saying, look, we've tackled far more difficult problems as far as the physical building issues are concerned. The only issues here are, to some extent, power usage and probably to a more serious extent, the cost. Is that the biggest problem, getting costs under control?
No, so the exciting part about this project is actually that, so you can imagine railroads, the whole rail industry, it's a dinosaur industry, right? So there's no passenger rail way right now that's profitable, right? They're all getting subsidies from governments all over the world. So the Hyperloop concept is actually able to be profitable within 8 years. So we're creating far more energy that we're using, and therefore our operating costs are very low. And so you can imagine what large of a market it is. All the numbers that we have been looking on in terms of construction of the pylons, tubes, solar, everything combined is looking very good. It's not about the amount of money; it's about how fast can you recover this. So it's a really exciting business opportunity. So
you'll basically, from what I understand, you'll have solar panels on the tubes. You'll have windmills set up along the route at certain points, and that's why you're saying it's going to be sort of energy positive, right? It goes 760 miles an hour, which is like 2 to 3 times faster than an ICE train. When are people going to be able to ride on such a thing?
Well, so we are starting construction beginning of next year, and we expect by 2018, 2019 to open up to the public.
You mean as far as this test track, right? I mean, do you have plans already to set up bigger lines?
So Quay Valley is not a test track. Quay Valley is actually, it's a local Hyperloop. It's going to be 5 mile long. It's full scale. We're going to be moving more than 10 million people. Quay Valley is actually a newly to be developed community with a large entertainment district. So we're going to have several resorts, a theme park, and obviously there's plenty of people that are going to be able to ride the Hyperloop. And it's important for us to be able to optimize passenger boarding, capsule handling. So it actually will be the first.
But hopefully you're not going full speed, because it would take you about 20 seconds to get from one end to the other. Let me ask you, Dirk, about the possibility of an IPO. You have a really interesting ownership structure right now. I know Boeing is in with you, NASA, SpaceX, all have engineers that work with you. But I noticed that you want to do an IPO maybe by the end of this quarter. Is that still the plan?
So these companies that you just mentioned are not part of our company. We have people, our engineers that are working on the project, have the backgrounds and are working in these companies, but they're not involved with the project. In terms of the public offering, the reason behind this is that really our structure is very unique, and so it's really important for us that the community that has helped build this project from zero, basically, has the opportunity to be in very early on. So we're looking at a lot of different possibilities and opportunities to make that happen.